Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite places to fish, High Falls Flowage. It's located in central Marinette County, just about 12 miles west of Crivets. High Falls has an excellent smallmouth bass population, and the good part about it is they're very aggressive in the spring, and in fact the month of May to the middle of June is the best time in the entire year to head over to High Falls and catch some quality smallmouth. The advantage to fishing on High Falls is the dark stained water flowage, and there's very limited current in the spring of the year. So it's not like on the Menominee River where I have sometimes a lot of current, and it kind of complicates fishing a little bit. But in High Falls, with that limited current and the stained water, the water temperature warms pretty fast. I mean, I could have water temperatures, say opening day, they could be 45, 48 degrees and go down to a lake a few miles down the road, and I could have a lot colder than that, maybe only in the upper 30s or so. So the temperature warms fast, and what that does is it motivates the smallmouths. I fish points. I look for points. Sometimes on High Falls the points aren't outstandingly large, just small little points. I'll hit one point, hit another point, and hit another point. And again, for spring, my main plan of attack is swim baits. These are Case Magic Swims. This white pearl, probably my first choice. And my second choice is the albino shad. Don't make the mistake of just fishing the top of the points. I see a lot of fishermen doing that. They cast just working a point. Most of the time, not only are there more fish, but the larger fish tend to be on the edges. So you're going to have to make your cast, let that swim bait sink a little bit, and then use a kind of a steady retrieve, not too fast, and try to cover as deep of water on the edge of those points, because that's where you're going to catch those big fish. On the point. Found another point and found another fish. We'll take them. The water temperature would warm up about 4 degrees. These fish would really turn on. Point. 2 of them. Nice fish. What a dandy. Hard to beat a swim bait, pre-spawn smallmouth. Once the water temperature gets about 54, 55 degrees, the smallmouth tend to stay in the shallows. When it's colder, sometimes they'll migrate back down a little bit deeper in the morning. But once I get to that 55, 56 degree water temperature, I know for sure they're there, and I'll start out my day with my go-to bait. I got a Case Magic Stick. Colors probably green pumpkin gold, green pumpkin with copper flake, and even watermelon red. Those 3 colors. Combine that with a 1/0 spear point finesse hook, and you got a winning combination. Get to that tight bank, make that cast as tight to the bank as possible. Let it drop, a lift and drop presentation. I don't want to pull it away from the shoreline too quick. I want to keep it in that strike zone as long as possible. Maybe bring it back about 5 feet, 6 feet, make another cast. And that lift and drop, many times I won't even move it. I'll just lift it, drop it, lift it, drop it. Sometimes just shake it a little bit. But you don't want to bring that bait out of that strike zone, because then you're going to start catching less fish. You got to keep it where the fish are. Thought I missed him, but I think that spear point hook got him just where it's supposed to, right in that V. Not a monster, nice High Falls Flowage smallmouth. Old spare point hook does its job right in that V. When the water temperature starts hovering around 60 degrees and I have some stable weather conditions, then I can start catching them with topwater baits on High Falls. That 60-degree temperature, them smallmouth are cruising in them shallows, and if I don't have a real windy day, I go to my go-to prop baits. I'll catch them occasionally with poppers, But I like prop baits. I keep talking about them all the time because I can do a lot of things with them. The important thing at this time of year, these fish were basically looking for them maybe about 10, 12 foot of shoreline in shallow water. Cast it out there, let the bait sit, and I pop it and stop. Pop it and stop. This particular topwater bait is one of my favorites. It's a Hubs Chub. It has that vertical drop. So I pop it, drops, pop it, drops. If I was to throw it to the bank and pull it a tree real fast, I might catch a fish, but the odds are pretty slim. Just that pop and stop, bam. A lot of times they hammer that fish. They're not real aggressive. Sometimes they'll just take it and pull it down. So you got to keep your line tight and be alert. As far as colors go, this is my favorite color over on High Falls. It's Bone Shad. And another good color is the Fire Tiger with the orange body and the chartreuse and dark green back. Both these color combinations catch a fish, and there ain't nothing better than catching a 20-inch smallmouth with a topwater bait.